Today we are reading the story The Napping House by Audrey Wood and illustrated by Don Wood. What do you think the story is going to be about by looking at the picture on the front of the book? Okay. There is a house, a napping house, where everyone is sleeping. And in that house, there is a bed, a cozy bed, and a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that bed, there is a granny, a snoring granny on a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. Is there something that you guys noticed that has been on all the pages so far? And on that granny, there is a child, a dreaming child, on a snoring granny on a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that child, there is a dog, a dozing dog, on a dreaming child on a snoring granny on a cozy bed. Now say it with me. In a napping house where everyone is sleeping. Do you guys know what you think is going to come next? Yeah, maybe the cat. And on that dog, there is a cat, a snoozing cat on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that cat, there is a mouse, a slumbering mouse, on a snoozing cat, on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that mouse, there is a flea. Can it be a wakeful flea? On a slumbering mouse, on a snoozing cat, on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. What do you think that wakeful flea is going to do? A wakeful flea who bites the mouse, who scares the cat, who claws the dog, who thumps the child, who bumps the granny. What do you think is going to happen? Who breaks the bed? And in that napping house where no one now is sleeping. The end.
Okay, now that we have just finished reading The Napping House, we are now going to do our closing activity, which is called the ReTell activity for Give Me 5. And the Give Me 5 is going to stand for the different parts within the story. The characters, the setting, beginning, middle, end, and our middle part, our turning point. And in our story, the turning part is very important, so that's why we're going to talk about it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to write down a couple characters that were in the story. And I know there was a lot, but we're just going to write down a couple. So who can give me some? The grandma. The dog. The cat. And I'm really glad that you guys talked about those because those were the first three and very important characters. So this next is our setting. The setting is important because it's where our story is taking place. Where are all of our characters at in the story? The napping house, right. I'll write the house. Okay, our next part is the beginning of the story. So what first happened in the beginning? Everyone was sleeping. Good job. All right, for our next point, what happened in the middle of our story? Kind of an important part. The wakeful flea. Good job. Who woke up the mouse? So I'm going to do this. I'm going to put an arrow down here because this goes into our turning point, which then turned our story all around. And what happened at the end of the story? Right, everyone was now awake. Good job, everybody.